Welcome to Take Two, the podcast of the Rock 95 Morning Crew. It's Craig, Brian, and MJ. You guys ever heard of the book Eat This, Not That?
Oh, yeah.
You've never heard of it? You've heard of it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
My mom has it. She has it in the bathroom.
Does she?
What is it? Is it a children's book?
Where you want to have it?
No, it's a book, so you look at it and it'll give you tips. So instead of eating cake, you can eat this, and it's for a healthier lifestyle, right?
Okay,
So-
what's the alternative to cake? Go ahead.
Well, I don't memorize the book, even though I pick it up every time I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Looking for something to read. I'm like, oh, here's Eat This, Not That.
I got
All
a
right.
feeling there is no alternative.
Well, there is
You know what I mean?
actually-
Don't eat cake. Have a banana.
Have an apple.
Hold on a sec.
They do have some substitutions for, like, if you love fast food and, like, instead of a Big Mac, have this instead from this same fast food chain.
Right.
That's just a little bit healthier.
The filet of fish. Give me a break.
Yeah. Oh, that's not much healthier.
Yeah. So they put out a list of the worst snacks you could possibly have. And
I eat almost everything on
do
this
you
list.
really? Okay, that's
looked at this
interesting.
list. There's so much on there.
And they're going through calories, they're going through fat intake, sodium, the carbs, and the number one thing on the list, because it has 34 grams of sugar that you should probably never consume, is Little Debbie's zebra cakes. Now, Little Debbie's is an American cake, and they have several different things, but the zebra cakes are the ones that are white cake with the almost like the I don't know, the glue icing on top.
Yeah.
That's the best way to
It's a
describe
gas
it.
station food, I feel like.
It kind of
does
is.
look like they dumped Elmer's glue on top of it.
It
You're
does,
right.
and
Yeah.
I've consumed them before.
Yeah.
I believe my whenever we were stateside, my mom would pick up some Little Debbie stuff and the zebra cakes.
And you'd pick it up and it'd be the ones that have been sitting in the sun. And
Oh, yeah.
You're like, that's old.
Yeah.
And it's still fine though, for
It's
some reason.
totally fine.
The cake isn't supposed to be chewy. Number 2 on the list, Smucker's Goober Grape.
Yeah, that's just gross.
Now, do you know what this is? This is peanut butter and jelly in the same jar.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gross? Don't you love peanut butter?
That feels
and
like
I
it'd be somewhere
love
up your
peanut
alley.
butter and jelly, but when you combine them like that, it's just not right. And
That's interesting. You
Yeah.
draw
Yeah.
the line there.
it's just not right.
Well,
I feel like it's just like practically like a candy spread.
have you ever had it?
No.
Yeah.
No, you mix them your own. You're old school.
That's just right. That's
I'll
how
do
I
it myself.
I do it the natural.
Number 3, the Ritz Bits cheese sandwich crackers.
Gosh, I as a kid didn't you fall victim to thinking those were the healthier snack to have?
Yeah,
I'm not getting chips. I got the Ritz
I got the
stuff.
crackers.
Yeah.
There's cheese in there.
I'm quite certain that's not cheese.
My kids love this, and I buy it sparingly. I don't even want to give them kisses after they
the
have this.
third worst thing you can buy. So, yeah, you may want to
All
rethink
right.
that. Then you got Turtle Chex Mix, which I've never heard. I know Chex Mix. I don't know what the turtle one is. I guess it's supposed to taste like Turtles,
Yeah.
the chocolate.
Yeah, they're like, hey, let's put more stuff in there that is chocolate, candy, caramel.
Number 5, Little Debbie's Swiss rolls. Now, those are the ones I really remember. That's
I
the
remember
chocolate
those.
roll with the white icing in there, covered in more chocolate glue. Doritos, just simple Doritos nacho cheese. This is terrible.
This
the
is
fact that
bad.
that's in there, because I guarantee every one of us has a bag of those.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
listen, I like Cool Ranch, so not on the list.
So you're an eat that type of guy.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
not
I got
this,
your
but
books.
that.
Yeah.
Try sweet chili heat. I go, okay, no big deal.
It's a very American list. Pork skins is on there.
Ew.
I don't think I'm eating that. I'm fine with
have
that
you
being
had 'em?
terrible. No.
Gosh, they're terrible.
So the pork rinds, right? Is that
Pork
what it is?
rinds.
Yeah.
Pork rinds, I thought, was like the alternative to chips that you should try because it is healthier. I thought that.
Guys, what are pork rinds?
No idea. They're
Pork skin.
disgusting.
Is it literally pork skin?
I'm going to
Like
assume
fried?
it's, fried pork skin. Yeah.
Oh, it's so crunchy, it'll crack a tooth.
Oh man, because
Yeah.
you always see on TV where it's like pork rinds. I'm like, this sounds so gross.
It feels like a sitcom food, right?
Yeah.
Everybody else goes for. Have you ever seen anybody pass up the chips to go for the pork rinds?
Ooh, a score. No.
Protein.
Hostess Donuts. So these are mini donuts. Brought to you by Hostess, and they're covered in just glaze. That's number 8 on the list. The Twix candy bar.
What's wrong with Twix?
Not good. Well,
Yeah.
it's got a lot of calories.
Well, yeah, but what else?
And it's got a lot of sugar and whatever else is bad for you.
That's not surprising to you,
Twix
is it,
is
MJ?
so good. I mean, of course I know it's bad for me, but what makes it worse than other candies?
Well, that's the thing. There's no chocolate bars in the top 10. This is
Yeah.
the only one.
This is
So
the
is
only
this the
one
worst chocolate bar there is?
I'd feel like a Reese peanut butter cup is worse than a Twix.
Or a Snickers filled
or a
with nothing
Snick-
but bad stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I
What's-
feel like there's way worse ones.
But
than
you
a
got to go
Twix.
by the list. So
the
again,
list is the list.
you
and-
guys are
and-
good now. Eat away all you want with the other chocolate
Okay.
bars.
And the final one in the top 10 is Chewy Dips Chocolate Chip Granola Bar from Quaker.
Ew, those are such a common food in the grocery store.
Oh, sure, because it's granola bar.
Yeah,
a little bit of
it's
health.
healthy, for sure. Might as well have a Twix bar.
We got Craigslist coming up for you momentarily.
Craigslist.
All right. Let's celebrate Canada Day with some beer. How about this? A 180 pack of beer.
Insane. I've never bought that much beer at a time before. I don't know who has.
Yeah. This is another American thing. I feel like we're pumping out American food and drinks here, but this is something stateside that they're promoting.
They're getting ready for the 4th of July, I suppose.
That yeah, that's true. It's Pabst Blue Ribbon, so that's what they're doing. They're selling 180 can case of beer, which is just insane.
Yeah.
They're doing it for a good price though, $94.99.
It's an insanely good price.
Yeah. So it works out to like 52 cents a beer. So you've ever gotten anybody to get you booze when they go across the border?
Never like that.
You've never done that, huh?
Never done that.
Duty free?
No, I still don't know what all that means.
What do you mean? It's amazing.
I know, but...
It's amazing, MJ. Don't laugh at it.
Okay.
You don't know what duty is?
Are we all? I know what duty is, but I'm always confused of how it works, and especially in an airport. I'm like, so
I believe that was
do I get it on my way out, or do I get it on my way in? How does that work?
On your way out.
That was a
On my
complete
way out.
Seinfeld
Thank you.
episode, wasn't it? Jerry's
Yeah,
like, "What
it
is duty?"
and I still don't
And
get
everybody wants to say that, but nobody has the guts to. MJ
Except
just
me.
did.
I just did. Okay, so I guess we're driving to the States to get some Paps, right?
Yeah,
Right,
a lot
his
of
car.
them. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. You want to talk about the Science Center? Get a little more local here. This is, of course, a big issue that's been going on as far as closing it down because the government decided to close it down because the roof may collapse. Now,
Right, and it just sounded like that Doug Ford said that, right?
yeah. Well, that's the thing. And then the report came out that the roof is, it's not in the greatest shape, but it's fine and it should be just repaired. And there's been offers to pay for the repair and there's been offers to do it for free. And at least at the time we're recording this, the government has been kind of mum's the word on it.
Right.
They just feel like they want to shut it down
Do you
and get the land, right?
Do you think like one of Ford's friends one day they were like in the back having a beer and one of Ford's friends like, oh, I don't know, that roof doesn't look too good. He's like, yeah, you're right. I should shut it down.
Jot that down.
We should shut that down.
I feel like it didn't have to be the roof. It could be like the toilet's not flushing. Shut it
That's
down.
right.
Shut it down now.
It's been clogged. We can't figure it out.
And there's a cheap house for sale in San Francisco that's $488,000.
What a steal.
Yes, this is interesting. You can't move in there though for 29 years. That's so the guy who owned the house. He was 100.
Was he really?
Yeah. So he ended up passing away, and maybe this is the problem. He got suckered in with a tenant who signed a 30-year lease and is paying $415 a month rent. So dirt cheap rent.
You know what is also interesting about that story? You said the guy's 100 that
Yeah.
passed away, and
Did he get scammed?
Well, yeah. It sounds like when did he let this guy sign the lease? At 99?
Yeah, what does he care?
I'm like, that's when you allowed this? Why would you do that?
So he screwed everybody else over because now if you want to buy the house, which would be a hell of an investment,
Oh my God!
you're not going to get in there till 2053. That's
Bit
when
of
you're
a
going to
time
get in there.
capsule,
So a
I
little bit of a
assume.
time capsule. And we were talking
That
about
is
this,
so intense.
how this would make a really cool movie.
It would make a really cool
So
movie.
somebody
It's
needs to
like
get on this script and cast. We were talking about the cast. So who do we got as the tenant?
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito as the old timer.
That's
Because
right.
if the tenant dies, you also get
That's
the house.
immediately what
That's
we
right.
thought. Get the tenant out of the house.
Yeah.
so they're going to try
wanna leave.
always.
So the plot of the movie is that somebody wants to try to accidentally kill Danny DeVito.
Who's
That's
the man
right.
for the job?
Zac Efron.
No.
No, Zac Efron is the new owner of the house who then hires Jim Carrey in a cable guy type role to get Danny DeVito
Trying
out of
all the
house.
tricks.
You
He's a
know it.
professional.
He is a professional.
And Danny DeVito
He's
is
a professional evictor.
is terrified of snakes, and Jim Carrey just happens to have snakes.
Ring
got
the
lots of
doorbell. Watch and learn.
Pending. We got to write this script,
And the
guys.
movie is called The Tenant,
Yes.
right?
That's right. The movie is called The Tenant, and
Perfect.
it's got to have a good tagline or something like that, like Danny DeVito is evicted.
and we're working on that.
Or he's got.
I don't love that.
No, I got one. Danny DeVito gets a new lease on life.
And the trailer will have Third Eye Blind, Semi-Charmed Life as its song,
Absolutely.
right?
Let's get working on it.
Listen to Craig, Brian, and MJ, the Rock 95 Morning Crew on Barry's Rock Station, Rock 95.